My name is Tebatso Julia Shayi. I am 34 years old and I was born to my late mother Molokhadi Shayi and my father Midas Shayi. I'm the firstborn of three. I've got two boy siblings.
Tebatso o tlile mo gae a na le 2 months 2 weeks and then a ba godiša ke mamaka e le go koko wa gage go fitlhela a tlo ya creche ebile a ya sekolong.
Tebatso ke ngwana wa ka wa morwae o lete ke nna o mago o dila mo sia mo a ene kgwedi le beke e tlhaloba ka mo godisa a kere kgale go be go tsena le creche a ya le preschool a tšhaba go ya preschool ke mo gidimisa ke re gidima ya sekolong ke mo ka wa a khotelela
So mara mmage o ile a boa na le 6 years because the reason ya gore ke molato ko gago ke gore mmage ba ngwadile lengwalo a re ke tle ke mo tšee because ko gabo the child is not accepted, yeah, only to find gore she was lying. Ke ge ke molata ke mo tšee a tlo golela mo gae
a go ene maru a tšhaba go wa sekolong do a re ka re ai a ke nata bana ja jeo a re ye preschool ya sekolong ke mo ka wa a khotelela go ya sekolong a ye ga re ye gore ya wa o ka re o no tšwela pele o lete ke nna o godisitše ke nna gore ka moka dilo tše ka moka o maagwe o no bona a dilo go ya mo o no khumana ye gore ke yo mogolo.
Tebatso o thomile a dula Phalaborwa and nna ke dula mo maraka di-school holidays o ba khona o etela mo Tzaneen ba ba sa le ka December ka di-holidays ke motho e le rona gore like my late mom be ba khona mo fa tšhelete ra tsamaile nna for dia shopping and like nna le na phela re two ge ya mo like no but motho e le rona gore like be re no dula rapa dita mputisa ja mo Tzaneen le na mputa ja Phalaborwa. I lost my eyesight in 2012. It was sometime in January.
Ke tlogile ko Phalaborwa go nne go le Friday ne ke tshwanetse ke tsamaile le mamage re ya le go nna malome ka mo Makhutshi Mets. So ge ke le ko legong a ba mfounela ka around 2 a.m. a re ngwana o na le severe headache and then o mmiletša ambulance so a ba dropa. So ge ke re ke boela beke be ke nyaka go mmotša re a founele private ambulance ke mo fe di-number and then gore a tle ka Medi-Clinic mo Tzaneen. So unfortunately a se ka tlhwa ke sa mo kry-a then the following day ke ge ke attenda lehu re fetša ka ba ke tšea tšhelete ya matshedišo ke fa mama ka re ngwana ba re o sepetlele. Then ge ke le tseleng ke seno tšwa ba re awa o tlogile ko sepetlele sa ko Phalaborwa o tlile sa mo Tzaneen. Then ke ge ke ya ko Tzaneen ka nnete ka kry-a a dimithilwe then o ba sa bolele a sa responde a dula for 7 days. After 7 days doctor bona a sa improve a ba a re founela nna le mamage a re botša gore o nagana go mo iša Polokwane. Then a ba ya Polokwane o dutše for a month. Then the other sister a re bitša still a re o suggesta gore ngwana a ye sepetlele se sengwe sa private ko Johannesburg.
Ke moka ke gore go ile ga diega bjane na re go ba bagwe ba mo jia a ya Johannesburg. Jale nna ge ko dwa ba le nna ka difounu ke no re khane gongwe ke motho o ga botse a boya mo ke ile ka khomana ye gore pelo ya ka e baba ka mata gore ka moka mo marapo ya gule ka moka gore
When I lost my eyesight, firstly, I contracted a terrible headache that I had to go to hospital. And when I got there, they said that my blood pressure was very high. It was abnormal. And from there, I contracted severe and critical conditions from time to time until I became blind due to the incident led to an injury in my visual center.
So I go spetlele ba arrange transport ambulance ya ba mo tšea a ya go spetlele sa go Johannesburg o dutse for 3 months. The hospital ba arrange le medical scheme gore ba tla ba direla low tariffs gore a kgone go dula nako e telele. Then after 3 months ke ge ba mfounela ba re ba mo discharge.
When I went through the depression stage at the time of losing my eyesight was when other specialist doctor confirmed that I may no longer receive my sight again. So I just felt that nothing would ever be possible with me in life if I cannot see, because I didn't see it as a way that I would ever be mobile and be able to provide for my needs. I felt like all of my dreams were shattered. I couldn't think of the possibilities that could make me move on with my life.
In my experience, the most common cause of blindness is cataracts worldwide. And the second most common is glaucoma. And there are other causes that come after that are infections that may occur, especially in children, like measles, causing opacities of the front part of the eye, which is called a cornea.
Es motswadi o re a sa bona e tshwenje kudu together le mama e re tshwenje kudu moso ka gore ba ge ba tshwanje ba re botse gore totally a ka sa bona bjalo ba re ba mfounetse ba founela mama ge ba re clearly true gore ba re botse the news. So unfortunately nane ke exhaustile matšatši a leave. So ka ba ke re no mama aye, and then o tla ntlhalošetša gore ba rile. So a fitla o kry-ile le gore ke a team ya di specialists wa ba matlho ba ditsebe ba go kwa, because o ba sa go le go kwa ba sa go le o tsamaya ba sa kgone o tsamaya nele all the team ya di physiotherapists le occupational therapists. Then o mongwe le mongwe a bolela gore ntlo ya gore a ka sa kgona go e dira, ya gore a ka sa kgona go e dira. So ile o ya re tshwenya kudu ebile ya newe ya gore a ka sa bona. So as motswadi and yena as the first child, motswadi mongwe le mongwe o ba le pride ka the first child.
Gore o ile a egwa sebedela o babagwe a mmodisa a re ga o egwa discharge mo o ya gae, o nyaka go ya Phalaborwa oro o nyaka go ya ga bokokwa go sebitiele na a re ao ke nyaka go ya ga bokokuzane ke mo ba babagwe a egwile discharge a e dana ye mo zane. Ke mo ka sa bona gore ya le ka thoma go dore a ye kerekeng ya Sione a phela ka direlo tša kereke. Ge nka dropanyana peinyana ke nyake koloi ke patele ke moka re mokakole mo godimo ga boletšhele re mo nametse koloi a ye kerekeng ya Sione. Kereke ya Sione ke yona ke ile ka bona ye mo thusitše ka maata. Ba sa kgone le selo, a sa kgone le go tlhakoga go damong batho ya kgone ba sa kgone selo. Jale kereke ya Sione ba mpha ditirelo ke mothoba ke modie bjane le go mo ya beela a enwa ka bja ka bona ye gore no gana bjale o ka re o betere mara ya gare a tsamaela le lethaba.
I felt I'm just going to be a useless somebody. And I even had to go through counseling just so that I accept the condition, although it was so difficult to get going.
The only thing go ra gola a sala gabotse o e be le motho wa o mshanyana. So ever since a ile a ba ka seemo sa re a sa bona a sa le shy o talkative too much than kana go ela a sa le a botse.
Community around mo like ba mo tshwara o tshwana before ba gore like aba ba no like ba ka makate le nkana ba shocked ori like o diileng ka ene cause aba mo tseba e ka mkhola ene marane ba le na kwentši ya ba bang ba satele ori like ba duete gore okay like Tebatswana bele o so like a se motho ya le ore o ba ka bona ka khona o bona so ntho le no re like community o ka re aba se ba nkana re aba se ba ya mogele gore aba se ba mogele gore o ka mkhola cause aba feju makale.
I don't really feel brave to be out there all by myself because I don't feel safe around anyone at the moment or ever, like in my situation. I don't feel that when I'm all out on the streets, people are just going to look at me, greet, and pass by. So that's one aspect that is really, really making me so uncomfortable.
Like Eric mo strateng like ba no mo lebelela until and then ba bangwe ba ne le mmodisa gore like kane o ya kae. Sometimes I go to konoza my one ba mo sorry kane o ya kae we one o dia so lo jo tsana jana jo.
So I'm really finding that as one thing I would really like to find out how I can be able to deal with it, because we are not going to always get somebody who will be there to walk us out and be on the streets.
2 months back ke tsamaile le ena o ba tshwantse go eta go Pretoria so ke fitlhile go go dulang gona go ke berekang ka ba le ena so mara bjale ke nagana a re a wane neng ke a sepela ke a Pretoria ke re o ile o dirang ga botsare wa ke etela tšhomi yaka bjale nne ke kwa e ba bolela so ka ba ke nagana gore what if ya fitlha kwa o la se mo kry mo a re le go tlo mo kry gona so I became worried about safety. Then eventually o feleditše a sa ya dutše le nna kwa ntheledile kgwedi e fela re goa back.
What I would like to change around my community with the fact that I have lost my sight is that people should still see me as a person they saw me being back then, because nothing has changed. The only difference with me is that I cannot physically see, but I can still do what they are able to do. I can still interact with other people and I can also offer assistance. So I just see myself as a normal human being. From the support I received from my family, I can guarantee their support was undivided. They were always there. I could get anything and everything I wanted whenever I needed it from my family. They are still supportive. I can still rely on them, although I don't want to have that as a handbag of my life, because at some point I know I need to be independent and self-reliable. Something that I'm finding difficult to do right now is that I cannot write. So other blinds are using a braille system to be able to write and read. And unfortunately, I couldn't get that opportunity to get myself some braille lessons so that I would also be able to write and read.
Really, if you haven't done braille, you are not braille literate, it will be difficult for you to have access to the braille materials, because the braille materials, it's one big family that lives together. where some symbols are used for different purposes. The Success Associations for the Blind, it has started in 2016, 17 October, where blind peoples around Greater Tsanin local municipality has gathered together to find a better way to maybe resolve their issues, or to get a place where it can be common for them, so that they can come and maybe brainstorms about how they can be assisted in terms of the needs of the blind people. Myself, actually, I'm not born blind like this. I was seeing like everyone. I started school at Mlungisi as an ordinary kid, like everyone who is sighted, who can do anything. Then I came to Scotch Mabogwe Secondary, then I went to professor for the high school. Then that's when I got to be injured when I was in high school, because we were traveling over the mountain. Then it happens that one of the good days when we come back from school, then I got injured in one of my eye. Then when I consulted, then I've been diagnosed that I'm having a glaucoma.
Glaucoma does have a hereditary role to it. People that you share 50% of your genetic material with are prone to the illness. The optometrist is a person who corrects, who gives you visual aids. The person assesses you and checks whether you are far-sighted or you are nearsighted. And then they give you visual aids, from spectacles to contact lenses. Mostly that's what they do. They don't operate, and they have a limitation of what they can prescribe for you. They cannot prescribe other things that are only prescribed by the ophthalmologist. Whereas an ophthalmologist is a doctor who has gone to school to become a general practitioner and then went to school again to specialize. So the ophthalmologist sees patients, consults with patients, prescribes a whole range of treatment, applies laser in conditions that need laser, and goes to theater and operates on the eyes. So we do work together, but we don't do exactly the same thing.
Since if we would want to maybe have access to your study or your work or whatever that you'll be doing, we've got the laptop, we've got the braille method that is used for the blinds maybe to study or to write, to have access to information by reading. You know, you can use your laptop to read, to write, as long as you have been reskilled and given the skill to do that. Myself, I don't see it too much, because as long as when you're touching, you're scrolling, then it's becoming very easy, because people, they don't follow. Like when you scroll now, agree you scroll once, you listen, or then the mouse will go APFing. If it's the one that you want to open. So some of the people who are fast, it's not a problem your phone or operational system, it's a problem your motor.
o ka ba le changes mo bophelong, and then se se leng gona eno ba re accept those changes, and then re support le bana ba rena ge le gore ba ka ra se mo se le gore a se ba tswalwa le sona.
I didn't think I could still be on my feet and say I am going to work, I am going to school, and couldn't believe that I can actually become a provider and a supporter in somebody's life.
Regular eye testing is very important. If you have never seen an ophthalmologist in your life, it's always good to go see one, and then they will test you and have a baseline of what's happening with your eyes.
What I would advise to those people who currently lost their vision is that they just need to pull out of the condition and comfort themselves knowing that nobody's going to live for them in this world and nobody will always be there. So there are times where they are going to need certain things that nobody would be there to give them.
Ke no wisha hore mo education ya ba mo admit mo apply le ngona no ba mo ji and then le modimo a mo thushe a pass, and then after passage a no granya occupation ya hore mo keep busy like other children.
To be blind doesn't mean that it is the end of the world, of the end of the hope and the desire, you know, because you can still be blind but still have to implement and fulfill whatever that you thought that you might want to achieve in your life.
Aka no kumana segorobonyana yena mo a se philisa ya toga mo lefatsheng mmereko go bona e do sala go ye motswadi wagwe.
I wouldn't mind getting married or even becoming a mother, because that's what I see most blind women and men out there. They are living their comfort, normal lives like any other person. They are getting married, they are employed, they are mothers, they are fathers. So I don't see anything wrong with me getting married or becoming a mother one of the good days.
But if there's somebody who is at home, who is worried about their eyes, they should consult their hospitals, even public hospitals. You don't have to be on medical aid. You present to an optometrist, and then the optometrist will examine you and find a diagnosis that you have. And if you need to be referred further, they will refer you further to a tertiary center where there is ophthalmological services.
Guta ge bedere kare a tshwane ka mkhog a ba ka ona ane bjale go do le pelo ka ilogulogile kere a reze ge se fathogo go tseba modimo a ke tsebe gore o do bona gore o ka se bone a ke tsebe go tseba modimo fela.
I think one day I may regain my sight, although that would be a very ridiculous miracle in this world. But I don't know where I get this thought that one day I would open my eyes and get to see the colors around me.